Hey everybody.
That guy Joe.
I do always make sure I smell good. That's it, everybody. Is it really? I'm not too really keen on this first take, at least going into it, only because of the fact we all know what this house is gonna bring. The house of Gucci. 21st century seduction. The definition of provocative. The end-all, be-all lady killer. The must-have cologne for any man who dare seduce any woman. These are just some of the millions of lines that we have heard from this Gucci house ever since Gucci Guilty Pour Homme was released. And if you want to know how I feel about that fragrance, I went ahead and conveniently made a video of that previously, so check that out too. Released this year, I believe. I mean, really, they come out with the new Gucci Guilty like every year. Honestly, I've kind of lost track at this point. For those of you who also saw, this was given to me in my Frag report video for a little edition blanche. Expect and receive. Again, thank you. And you know, as a reviewer, I do have to try the good and try the bad. It comes with, you know, what you do. Just like how you're gonna have people ridicule you for your thoughts and praise you for those same thoughts. Can't have your cake and eat it too. I'm just here to really break it down and see if this is even a decent release. Came with the spray. Well, okay. Off the spray, you do smell it. And it is pleasant. But, like any Gucci Guilty, you do smell it. And it is pleasant. You get a little bit of that whiff of alcohol still. Come on, Gucci. Let's get it together. The same thing happened with your regular Guilty. The same one happened with your Intense. Why is there that blast of alcohol? Chanel doesn't have a blast of alcohol. And these are supposed to be your #1 competitor. Well, if you want to include Dior in the mix too. Those are your two competitors. They don't have blast of alcohol. When you spray Dior Homme Intense, you do not get alcohol. You get that orange blossom. You actually get a little bit of neroli now, which kind of changes it up, makes it a little bit fresher. It's not as citrusy with that lavender anymore. It's like more greener, which is probably why they made the juice green. And the juice actually isn't even green. The juice is clear. When I sprayed it, this honestly reminded me of a somewhat subdued Gucci Guilty. And I'm not lying right now. It smelled similar already. So again, I've said it before, these releases are so redundant. I mean, honestly, it's almost like when they came out with Men in Black 2, and then they came out with Men in Black 3. And they just changed the scenario around, but it still involved the exact same pieces. Where in 2, for those who haven't seen it, Men in Black 2, basically Will Smith had to get Tommy Lee Jones back and like find a way to bring his memory back after he had gotten hit with the neuralizer in the first one. And in number 3, it was basically he had to go back in time instead of actually trying to fix the present with his memory loss. So it was really about the same thing, and that's really how these Gucci Guilty fragrances are. They're really just about the same thing. You take one note out, you plug in another, but the thing is that they're keeping pretty much the same notes. And if the same notes are already a problem, they're still putting money into the top. That's the other thing. You have Gucci Guilty Intense and you have Gucci Guilty Black. Fragrance houses only make one. They either make a black, extreme, or an intense. That was the whole point of it being intense. You don't release a black after the fact that you released an intense, which is supposed to be the strongest of the strong within that flanker. Tom Ford, please come back. Come back to Gucci, please. Maybe. Even if it's just for a one-day contract. I've only been wearing it for about 5 minutes, and the smell, at least as far as actually being able to carry on me, is like right here is how I smell it. Really, it's the same scent. You take away citrus, or that semi-citrus feel. It still has the lavender, it still has the orange blossom. This one is... I wouldn't want to wear this, but if I had to wear this, I would say casual. I would not dare wear this to a date when I'm trying to actually get intimate with the girl, despite this being the #1 seductive, alluring, provocative, sexy, magnificent. I mean, come on, Gucci, just stop. How I feel is like, and this is gonna be hard because I can't even vibe with the fragrance to really know how it feels. It's gone before I could even really put myself in a place. I'm trying to think of something that will be rather quick. How I feel is pretty much like you're in this amusement park and you're gonna get on a roller coaster, and when you first go up, you know, the incline is really at its high point, and you end up reaching a beautiful lavender orange blossom feel, and then it goes down, and at that point it's kind of like where the neroli would be, and then pretty much how the roller coaster goes is you start here, you go up, you go down, and then you just come around again. And then you only have one hill that just goes up and down. And after a while, it's just it goes from woohoo to just, why am I still on this? Why is this on my skin? That's pretty much how I feel with it. Well, that's pretty much my, well, there goes Gucci Guilty. That's pretty much my frag report on this scent. And see, this thing is trying to run away from the shame that I just gave this fragrance. This isn't the worst thing. Total Eclipse is up there with some of the worst stuff I've ever smelled. I'd take doing 1,000,000 Frag reports of this and any other Gucci Guilty over Total Eclipse, or even having to reshoot Total Eclipse. So, in that regards, Gucci Guilty is actually not that bad. But in my personal opinion, it's not worth the money. You're overpaying for nothing. Scent of the day today, I decided to go with Dior Intense. I'm really starting to transition into the cold weather scents a little bit, even though it's only September in Atlanta, and it's still going to be fairly hot for like another 2 more months till about the end of October. Hey, I enjoy the thicker scents more than I do the light citruses. So yeah, let me know what your scent of the day was. Let me know if you tried Gucci Guilty Black. Let me know how you feel about Gucci Guilty Black. Let me know how you feel about anything. Just comment down below. Like always, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know anything at all, really. Just you want to talk, put a comment, send me a message, do whatever. Alright? Take care, and I'll see you later.